We have wide our video series 40 learned the letter of credit mechanism. We also understood that wherever the business enterprise has to continuously purchase raw material against opening of LCs, the bank considers a regular LC limit to them. The LC limit is for the purpose of working capital, so naturally it is sanctioned for a period of 12 months. Today, while this video series 41, let us learn how the LC limit is arrived at by banks. Before going into the details of assessment, we need to understand certain terms. They are, one is the lead time. Lead time means from the time the LC is open till the shipment is taking place. That is the time period between the opening of LCs and the shipment. Second one is the transit period. Transit period is nothing but the time taken for the goods to move from the seller's place to the buyer's factory. The third one is usance period. Usance period means sometimes the seller is willing to grant some time to the buyer to make payment even after taking delivery of the goods. So the total of lead time plus transit period plus the usance period or the credit period is known as the purchasing cycle. Now, with an example, let us understand how the LC limit is worked out. Let us assume that the projected sales of a business enterprise is 300 lakhs. Bank is satisfied with the projected sales given by the business enterprise. To achieve this 300 lakh sales, we will ask him what is the projected purchases, that is purchase of raw material. Suppose he says it is 240 lakhs. The customer may not require opening of LCs for all the raw materials. Some of the products may require opening of LC, some of them may not require. So we will ask the customer what is the percentage of purchases for which LC is required. Suppose he says it is 50%. Now I know the amount of purchases for which LC is required. That is equal to 240 estimated purchases into the percentage of purchases for which LC is required. That is 120 lakhs. Now I will ask him what is the lead time. Suppose he says the lead time is 0.5 months. I will ask him what is the transit period. Suppose he says the transit period is again 0.5 months. The third one is we will ask the customer whether the seller will give you some time to make payment. Suppose he says, yes, I will be getting 1 month time to make payment. The usance period or the credit period is equal to 1 month. So I will estimate the total purchase cycle. It is nothing but the sum of the lead time plus the transit period plus the usance period. In this case, it works out to 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 1. That is 2 months. Now, I will arrive at the LC limit as under. I will take LC limit is equal to total purchases for which LC is required 120 into the total purchasing cycle, which is 2 divided by 12, which will be rupees 20 lakhs. Now look here, Here the purchase cycle I have taken it in months. So naturally I will divide it by 12 months in a year. Suppose the purchase cycle is given in days, naturally instead of 12 I will be using 365. Now assume a case where there is no usance period. That means the seller is not giving any time to the buyer to make payment. In such a cases, how to calculate the LC limit? In such a case, the LC limit will be equal to 120 into 1. That is lead time 0.5 plus transit period 1 divided by 12. In which case, it will be rupees 10 lakhs. Now, wherever there is a usance period, we call it as LCDA. Wherever there is no usance period, we call it as LCDP. Hope you have understood how the LC limit is worked out. The basic requirement is the bank has to be satisfied with the projected sales and the projected purchases, which can be found out by looking at the last 2 years performance. Then we will ask the customer the percentage of purchases for which LC is required. It could be even 100%. Suppose a business enterprise depends only on purchases against LCs. Naturally, it could be 100%. So we will ask the customer what is the percentage of purchases for which LC is required. Then if he says it is 50% or 30%, accordingly, we will calculate the amount of purchases for which LC is required. Then we have to collect the data of lead time, the transit period and the usance period if it is there. Then we will calculate the total purchase cycle. So LC limit will be the amount of purchases for which LC is required multiplied by the purchase cycle divided by 12 if it is given in months, or if it is given in days, the amount of purchases for which LC is required multiplied by the purchase cycle in days divided by 365. So in cases where there is a usance period, it is called an LCDA. If it is no credit is available on purchases, it is called as LCDP. I hope you have understood this. With this, we have learned how the banks assess the LC limit. So the customer can continuously open, say in this case, LC is up to 20 lakhs. Only thing is the total outstanding LC should not exceed 20 lakhs. Whenever some LCs are paid, these 20 lakhs may come down. Suppose an LC for 5 lakh is paid, the outstanding will come down to 15 lakhs. So he can open another LC for 5 lakhs. That is how the account operates. In case you have understood this, press the like button and subscribe to this channel. In the next video, we will come out with a similar topic on banking.